Hey and welcome to episode 4 of my free-to-play Neverwinter series, where I progress a character all the way from level 1 to 80 and onto endgame. Now, in this episode I'll be going over what I previously done with my character and the progression that I done to get there. Overall, I shall be going over just a few things, but the main thing I'll be concentrating on here will be the player's introduction to lockboxes within the game, and also the workshop and how you can set yourself up to farm gold. So you can never be short on that gold, of which you will generally be spending on injury kits and healing potions. However, of course, you can also go ahead and make a few astral diamonds by selling that hard-earned gold as gold bars. Anyway, first things first, I went on to claim the free mount upgrade pack that we were given at the rewards reclaim agent due to the fact of the whole mount changes with the introductions of those mount collars and the ability to upgrade your mounts all the way to mythic. In this pack, we managed to obtain a 100% off companion coupon, mainly as a result of the change of the pricing of companions and mounts within the Zen store. Anyway, with this coupon, I went ahead to claim the Black Dragon Ion Stone. The reason for this, it's an augment companion and it's on an epic rarity. The only other augment here is the Quasit, however it is on a rare rarity. An augment companion will basically just give you its stats, and therefore making it a whole lot easier for you to be more powerful and be able to cap those stats for a given area. Anyway, it only really becomes relevant once you've hit level 80 and beyond. For the rest, I'm just saving those reagents for when my character is a whole lot more powerful, along with that mount collar, which I cannot even equip yet since I don't have an epic mount. Moving on then, I went to complete my random queue, and of course I just got Cloak Tower again. We went on to complete it. I got to level 20 then, and of course I just went and refined that rough AD that I earned from there. Then I went on to spend those seals of adventure that I obtained, and I went ahead and purchased 4 more Azure enchantments, just to be able to slot in those utility slots when I obtain them to gain that extra experience gain. Then I went ahead to open the Adventurer's Reward 4 pack since I had leveled up to level 20. Within this pack I obtained a character bound minstrel, a mount claim token, some potions of healing and portable altars, and on top of this we got shimmering lockboxes. We got 3 of them. Then you'll have Mr. Knox speaking in your ear, and he'll tell you need to go and claim 3 keys from the Zen store. You go over to the key section there, all shiny and whatever, and you can see you can claim 3 of the shimmering lockbox keys. You go ahead and claim those keys and you open the 3 lockboxes. Within those lockboxes, everybody will basically get the exact same rewards. You will gain 3 of those Tourmaline fragments, 1 per each lockbox you open. You'll gain an XP booster, a Stone of Health, and also a green mount with an insignia to go with it. I went ahead then to equip the minstrel, the mount, the XP booster, and I slotted that insignia in one of the mounts where it would fit. I went ahead then to go ahead and exchange the Tourmaline fragments, so I go ahead and travel to that NPC just around the corner to the trade bar merchant. You need to select the very bottom option there, option 10, there to trade in your Tourmaline fragments, and the options that you're given are really bad. You're offered rank 3 enchantments, the only one really good there being the Bonding Runestone. However, it's also just really bad. You can get nice and cheap ones at like rank 9 on the auction house. However, as of now, I am not really underpowered, so I don't really need to do so, but I go ahead and equip that Bonding Stone anyway, because why not? It's free. Then I went ahead to trade in those Mount Requisition tokens, if that's how you pronounce it, and I went and claimed that Brindle horse and that Sabino horse. And then I went and then equipped both of them. So now I have 5 mounts there, as you can see. However, yes, 3 of them are grey and 2 of them are green. But they just give me extra insignia slots and insignia bonuses. Then I went ahead to claim the workshop opportunity quest. Now this section of the video will be rather long, and it will be essentially an overall tutorial and my opinion on how you should go ahead and proceed with the workshop. Anyway, I believe you can claim this quest once you hit level 20. You essentially travel to that part of Protector's Enclave, you're entered into a cutscene, and after it you can enter into the house there and enter into the workshop. Then you'll be told to pick one of your retainers. It doesn't matter whatsoever which one you choose, and then you need to go ahead and speak with that retainer and choose which profession you want to choose. Now, the most effective way to earn gold at the moment is through these professions, that being on a mediocre and a leveling character. So I chose to go with the leatherworking profession, as it has the cheapest trade there to create that gold early on. So with choosing leatherworker profession, they give you a little bit of a boost by giving you a few different items. Then you have to go over to your desk and accept your applicants, where you will get 2 adventurers and 2 artisans with that profession you chose, that being leatherworking. And then you just have to literally run through the tutorial where you need to craft up a whole load of stuff. So with leatherworking you have to craft up a load of leather. You craft up all this leather, and once you've done so, then I recommend going on to craft up the leather shoes until you can't anymore, and then just craft up whatever. Anyway, your goal here is to get your leatherworking profession up to level 11. Once you do so, you will unlock the next section there, where you will be able to see and craft these leather half boots. In able to do so, you need to get the materials to do so. And I believe the best way to get these materials is just literally purchasing them from a professions vendor, as these materials are actually really dirt cheap. So I head over to the professions vendor in Protector's Enclave there, just out the door, and you can also sell him all your junk which you had, those other leather shoes that you had created, and then go ahead to buy the materials. You need to buy leather, cotton ball and cotton yarn. I have 5 gold thereabouts, so I decided to buy 300 of each of those materials, so I could go ahead and craft a ton of those leather half boots. Anyway, after spending that gold, I returned back to the workshop and I spend the rest of my daily morale to essentially craft the rest of those leather boots. You craft up as much as you can. Anyway, to finish the tutorial, you need to go ahead and essentially send an adventurer to go gather materials. This is not something I would bother with at a lower stage. You're best off just purchasing the materials to craft things rather than have your adventurers gather stuff, as it will just fill up that delivery box, and you'll be better off filling that delivery box up with those leather half boots, which you then go ahead and sell for that silver. So once your inventory is pretty much full of like leather half boots, you go back to a vendor, sell those boots. Anyway, upon finishing that tutorial, it will give you the ability to send your artisans off with an order to craft as many as possible of that item. So you go ahead and do so after you have completely depleted your pool of morale at 400, and then you can come back the next day or like in 10 hours or something and collect those boots again, and so that your delivery box isn't full all the time. Anyway, the next day I come back, I have all my morale again, and I go ahead and spend that to essentially craft as many of the boots as possible. I craft up as many of the boots, collect them from the delivery box, press collect all, put them in my inventory, go craft up a whole load more, keep doing that till your inventory is full, then go to a vendor and sell all of those boots, and then go and craft up more of them. And by doing so you can get over 20 gold per day, which is fairly good. Last thing to mention, when your profession hits level 10, you can go ahead and use bronze tools instead of those worn tools, and using a better tool gives you a higher proficiency and thus a higher success chance. Ideally you want your success chance to be 100%. Once your profession hits level 20, you go ahead and obtain iron tools. Iron tools will again give another increase to that proficiency. You can buy these tools from a professions vendor in that tools section. For leatherworking, you need those round knives. So I managed to get my profession level all the way up to 20, and I purchased the iron round knives. As well as that, make sure every day to go and check your desk for new applications. You want to try get artisans which have the lowest commission costs. Ideally you want to get minus commission costs, like minus 50%, minus 75%. That 75% being that go to, that'll be the best one. However, it will definitely take you quite a lot of applicants to manage to obtain one. But that would be your goal. Anyway, hopefully this is helpful to you new players, and definitely an introduction overall to the workshop and how you can make the most of it. Of course, you can choose other professions than just leatherworking, whatever fits your character and role-playing style. They all have similar methods to obtain that gold, where you just craft up stuff and you sell it back for gold. Just try and make a profit on it, otherwise you'll just end up having yet no gold and you won't be able to craft anything. I have made a separate video in the past talking more about it with the other professions, so you can go ahead and watch that if you want to. Hopefully I presented this well. If I did, consider leaving the video a like, and if you're new around here, consider subscribing, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye for now.